And coming at you live from high school today, and it looks like the camera isn't really working. But that's okay, because you don't, oh, look at that. You don't really need to see me. You just need to hear me. So, and that's all right. So let's talk about some population policies. I'll turn this off. And some of this is review of things we've been discussing. And some of it, will be new to you. So we've already discussed what prenatal and anti-natal means. Now, if you look at just the word natal, this means relating to place and time of birth, all right? So we're going to look at some case studies, if you will, here. We're going to look at Finland first. Finland is a pro-natal country, so look at some reasons why. Well, basically, if you see this picture here, whenever a child is born, their parent gets this baby box. It's like, instead of having a baby shower, they just get everything in this box, with some outfits and some hats and blankets, and just like a baby starter kit, if you will. You really don't need all this stuff that, people think you need from all these baby stores these days, but you need the basics. That box is even used as like a portable crib for infants. Now, beyond this box of goodies, parents get paid parental leave for 7 months. So they're not just like burning through their sick days like many people here would do in order to still get paid at that time off. We mentioned in class about, 6 weeks being common over here, but that doesn't mean it's paid. That just means it's time off you're allowed. So maybe you have an insurance, or maybe like Aflac, or maybe you have just money saved away. But like if someone was to get a certain leave, that doesn't mean that they're paid for always. The labor and delivery costs are also subsidized by the government. And if you'd pay out of pocket there, it's like a few $100. Here in the United States, most people would have an insurance cover it, but if you had to pay out of pocket, it'd be over $10,000, more if you require a C-section or anything like that. Also, if you're a single mom in Finland, you would get the benefits of 2 parents. Towns over in Finland can do this too. This is a screenshot of a story about a town in Finland. I don't think I can try to say that name. Lestajärvi? I don't know. But what they noticed was that in 1 year, that town had 1 child. And they're like, well, this is not good for our town's economy. So they basically cut a deal that women could get a baby bonus. Basically, you could get paid 10,000 euros, which is over $11,000 in our money, to have a newborn. All right? But as this article points out, there's some catches to that. You get a certain increment when the baby is born, and then another each year for the next 9 years. They don't want you just coming to the town, having the baby, and moving out. They want you to stay there, have it go to school there, all those things. And it has led to an increase in births in this town because of these baby bonuses. And we also talked about different parental leaves, and many European countries particularly having long leads. Look at what country has the most here. So these would be very pro-natalist policies, because in Sweden, for example, they can have basically, look how many weeks that is that they can have off. They can have, is it like 16 months or something like that? Germany has lots of incentives for people to stay home after birth. Estonia gives monthly payments to new parents. So those are all types of pro-natalist policies. Now let's talk about anti-natalist policies. China is a little bit tricky because China's policies have gone back and forth. Back in the 50s, not long after World War II, it was a very pro-natalist country. Then by the 60s, they thought it was their socialist duty to actually have fewer children. By the late 70s, they're connecting their economic development with their